let's not mute. Gorgeous. In that case, laying down today. We're starting with laying down.
That's a cunning way of getting us into.
I know.
Abs without.
And close your eyes. And notice your breath. Notice the expansion of the ribs as you breathe in. And the movement of the belly as you breathe out. Put your hands on the front of the ribs. And then feel the energy of the heart beating. So really shift your breath into the rib cage. So inhale and expand and widen the ribs. Feeling for opening the cage around your heart. The theme we're working with tonight is opening the heart. And when we work with this theme, it's really good to start from a place of knowing that you can, that you've already had success with that. So, in the next couple of breaths, I want you both to feel for a few moments in your life where you were open-hearted and how good that felt. Where you genuinely checked in with another person and how good that felt. Where you genuinely connected with another and how good that felt. And you're doing this knowing that as we practice creating space through the ribs into the upper heart, we're opening to the possibility of those connecting moments. Working with opening the heart, opening the cage that surrounds the heart. Bend your knees and flatten your feet. Our pranayama, we're going to do it on our backs. And it's going to be inhale for 5. Hold the breath for 5. Sharply exhale all the air out the mouth for 5. And then a very gentle back traction with the hands against the thighs. And then you're doing an Uddiyana for 5. So we're going to do 5 of these. So exhale all the air out where you are. Inhale for a 5 count. Holding the breath for 5. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Now pull the belly down and up. Traction the thigh bones away from the hips. Hold Uddiyana for 5. Release the belly. Activate the feet. Inhale for 5. Widening the rib cage. Opening the cage, the heart. Hold the breath for 5. Exhale sharply through the mouth. Pull belly down and up, gently tractioning the thigh bones away, maybe curling the tailbone a little, maybe squeezing sit bones, holding Uddiyana for a 5 count. Release the belly. 3 more in your own time. Inhale 5, hold 5, exhale sharply, Uddiyana with back traction for 5. It's just a very gentle back traction with those hands. And when you're finished with the 5th round, roll over onto your side, coming to a seated position with a very relaxed neck. Good job. Half Lotus spinal twist. This is making an appearance every time almost now. Left foot on top first. Be very gentle through the shoulders with these twists. Grabbing hold of the left foot with the hand. The first twist, so you're working very gently. You're feeling for opening the heart. To open the heart, we have to open the cage. You're spreading the ribs in a sideways circumferential motion. When you're exhaling, you're feeling that cage hugging back in around the heart. Maybe with each little inhale, feel for expanding a little bit further. Like the intent we worked with yesterday, a little bit more. More breath, more feeling, more widening. Inhale, come back to center. It's lovely, both of you. Change sides. Reaching the right hand round, grabbing hold of the foot. Left hand comes behind the knee. Activating the feet, anchoring down to the sit bone. Inhaling, lengthening the spine skywards, feeling the space between the vertebrae. Be quite visceral in today's practice. Really, really feel. Really imagine the bones, like imagine the shape of the vertebra. Imagine the spinal column running up in between them. The discs in between each vertebra. The shape of the vertebra. The stegosaurousness of them. Relaxing the jaw, the forehead. Inhale, come back to center. Seated side bend. H to B, grabbing the ankle for neck release. So we are straightening out our left leg, bringing the right heel to bum. Grabbing hold of that right ankle. And then inhale, yeah, lift and lengthen the left side. And as you exhale, lean over towards the left. So when you're grabbing that ankle, you're only leaning so far until that right arm is straight. Then you're feeling for releasing through the neck. Left shoulder eases down the back. So you're probably not going to be in a very deep side bend. If we come too deep, you start to lean forwards. Side bend, neck release, releasing through right side neck. Lovely, Jen. Nice, Spiny. Keep drawing that shoulder down the back, shoulder blade, that left one. And let go of the ankle. Reach around and grab the thigh. Here, maybe sink a little bit deeper, but keep your right sit bone on the ground. The right sit bone is coming up. You are too deep. So here you're feeling for opening right side ribs, collarbone, throat, relaxing the jaw. Right side ribs, ballooning them open. Release the thigh, come into chest opener. So bring the right arm straight up from the shoulder. Bring the hand back 2 or 3 inches. And then as you exhale, draw the arm back. Really feeling full, expanding through your right side ribs, opening through throat. Maybe even sort of, you're lifting the rib cage up. So it's less of a thrust, but it's a definite lift. Good. Bring the hand back into neck release, so you're hovering it over the ground. Inhale, pull the torso up. With your whole left hand, cradle the head. And push the head up. Good job. Change legs. Straighten out your right leg. Left heel to bum. Grabbing hold of that ankle. Inhale, lift up through your right side hand. Exhale, lean to the right. We had a massive incident at the studio I was working at today. So one of the girls who's struggling with eating disorders totally collapsed. Like her heart completely just gave up. I think maybe that's where this intent comes from. Heart opening, because I did the practice this afternoon after all the shenanigans there. Amazing how our hearts are huge, but really they're very fragile. If we don't feed them enough, it's going to be the first thing that lets go. So let's feed our hearts lots of breath nutrients. Let go of your ankle. Reach the hand around and grab hold of the thigh. Sliding the hand down. Opening out through left side ribs, left side throat. Really connecting to breath today, really connecting to the muscle that is your heart and the cage that keeps your heart safe. Let go of your thighs. Reach the left arm straight up, come into chest opener. Bring the hand back towards the hip. As you exhale, draw the arm back. Maybe move the head a little bit. Feeling for releasing where you need to let go the most in the neck. Sometimes we get quite rigid with left ear to left shoulder or right ear to right shoulder. It's all about releasing through the neck. Lovely, Jen. That's it. Nice, Spidey. Yeah, perfect. Bring the arm back into neck release. Inhale, pull the torso up and then cradle the head and push the head up. Okay, so yes, we are coming to abs. We are doing elbow to knee with thigh traction into elbow to knee star spiral pulse. Then we're doing twisting abs with a roll, and then we are doing gate opener. So there, some of the abs.
That'd be extra abs.
So the elbow to knee with thigh traction for us today is the one where we lift the head and shoulders off the floor. We straighten one leg straight up. Left hand comes onto the thigh and then we traction the thigh up. So you're kind of grabbing hold of the thigh and you're tractioning it up gently. Hence, we're then coming into star spiral pulse. Okay, so we're going to transition through. We're not going to do too many of the thigh traction ones, but it's just to get the thigh familiar with that kind of upward movement. So it's less, it's less in the lower back and it's more in the lower belly when we come to doing star spiral pulse. So knees over the hips, heels a little bit lower than the knees, clasping the hands behind the head. Ballooning the breath into the lower back, pressing the lower back down. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders off the floor. Elbows towards the left knee, straighten the right leg straight up. Right, take another breath. Bring the torso back to center, big breath in. And then as you exhale, just traction the thigh bone up, maybe lift the left elbow towards the sky. Pull the belly down. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh, straighten the left leg straight up, pull the belly down. Inhale, back to center, left hand on that left thigh. Exhale, gently traction the left thigh up. Inhale, back to center. All on one exhale. Exhale, both elbows left thigh, straighten the right leg. Put the hand on the right thigh, traction the thigh up, pull belly down. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows right thigh, straighten left leg, left hand on left thigh, traction the thigh up, pull belly down. Do 3 more rounds on your own. As you inhale, you're expanding the ribs, the cage that is around the heart. Exhaling, pulling the belly down, connecting to your center, massaging your gravitational center, that area behind the belly button. It's good. Relaxing the forehead. Both of you, lovely. You could be synchronized swimmers. Lovely reach there, Jen. Yeah, great Spidey. It's a gentle tractioning up of the thigh. No pressure through jaw or face. And once you've finished this round, we'll do star spiral pulse. 5 rounds of star spiral pulse. Lovely. Inhaling back to center, holding the breath, pressing the lower back into the ground, curling the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows towards left thigh, straighten the right leg, all on one exhale, flex the foot, turn the leg inwards, pulse the leg up 3 times, pull the belly down. Notice the difference from having done thigh traction. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath. Press the back into the ground, curl the tailbone, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, both elbows right thigh, straighten the left leg. Flex the foot, rotate it inwards, pulse it up 3 times, pull the belly down. Inhale, bend the knees. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows left knee, straighten right leg. Flex the foot, turn it in, pulse it up 3 times, pull the belly down. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath, curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows right knee, straighten left leg, flex the foot, turn it in, pulse the leg up 3 times, pull the belly down. Good job, both of you. Inhale, bend the knees. Hold the breath, press, spread the back into the ground. Exhale, both elbows left knee. This time, straighten the right leg, but keep the foot pointed, turn it in, pulse it up 3 times. Keeping the point, yeah. Inhale, bend the knees. Hold the breath, curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows right thigh, straighten left leg. Keep the foot pointed, turn the leg in, pulse the leg up 3 times. Pull the belly down. Notice which way you've got more energy. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath, curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows left knee, straighten the right leg, keep it pointed, turn it in, pulse it up 3 times. Imagine I'm pushing down on the ball of your foot. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath, curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows right knee, straighten left leg. Lovely lift, Jen. Turn it in, pulse it up 3 times. Lovely Spivey. Pull belly down. Inhale, bend the knees. Choose your foot position this time. Exhale, both elbows left knee. Straighten the right leg. Turn the leg in. Pulse the leg up 3 times. Pull belly down. Inhale, bend the knees. Hold the breath. Spread the back into the ground. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows right knee. Straighten left leg. Flex the foot or not. Turn it in. Pulse it up 3 times. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and shoulders down, feet down. Evening abdominals. Great work, you two. Grab your rolled up mats, moving into twisting abs with a mat. Oh, Spidey's warming up. Yay. So popping the rolled up mat at your pubic bones. Squeeze your inner thighs onto the roll. So rather than going through the motions, actually feel the action of squeezing inner thighs onto the roll. Straighten the legs.
Going through the motions. Huh?
Clasp your hands behind your head. Trouble.
Cheek of it.
Inhale into your lower back. Hold the breath. Spread the back into the ground. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the floor. Send the elbows towards the left thigh. Squeeze the roll. Curl the tailbone. Pull belly muscles down. Inhale, head and shoulders back to center. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll. Squeeze the sit bones. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh. Squeeze the roll a second time. Pull the belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Keep reaching through the balls of those feet. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh. Squeeze the roll again. Squeeze sit bones. Pull belly muscles down. Relax the head into the hands. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Squeeze roll. Squeeze sit bones. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh. Squeeze the roll. Curl the tailbone. Pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Flex the feet towards the shins. Squeeze your roll. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh. Squeeze roll second time. Pull the belly down. Yeah, good squeeze, Spidey. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh. Squeeze roll second time. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh. Squeeze roll. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh. Squeeze roll second time. Curl the tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. 4 more rounds on your own. Even though you're working the abs, feeling into this opening the heart movement. Inhaling to spread the ribs. Spreading the back into the ground as we hold the breath. Exhaling, hugging the ribs back in around the heart. 4 more rounds. Good lift, Jen. Lovely reach through those legs, Spidey. When you curl that tailbone, you've got a really good energy running through the inner leg lines. When you finished your 4th round, head and shoulders down, feet down. Good job, Jen. Spread your breath through the ribcage. To feel the warmth and your breath spreading the ribs open. And simultaneously be aware of your abs. Moving into gate opener. Gate opener. Grab your rolled up mats. We're doing a few of these. So again, you can do these in straddle or frog, remember. Roll up mat at your pubic bone. Inner thighs, squeeze them onto your roll up mats. Straighten the legs or have the legs at right ankles. Or even have the feet against the wall, you can choose. Clasp those hands behind your heads. Big breath into the low back, squeeze the roll, curl the tailbone. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the floor. Squeeze the roll, curl tailbone, pull belly down. Left hand on the roll. Inhale, straddle the legs apart. Exhale, curl the pelvis towards the roll. Thigh bones, send them away from hips. Pull the belly down. Inhale, uncurl pelvis, legs together, head and shoulders down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the floor. Squeeze roll, curl tailbone, pull belly down. Right hand on the roll. Inhale, straddle the legs apart. Exhale, curl pelvis towards the roll. Thigh bones away from hips. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs together. Head and shoulders down. Hold the breath. Spread the back into the ground. Squeeze the roll. Flex feet to shins if your legs are straight. Lovely Spidey. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Pull belly muscles down. Left hand on the roll, inhale, straddle the legs apart. Exhaling, curl pelvis towards the roll, thigh bones away from hips, no matter what leg position you're in. Pull belly down, inhale, legs together, head and shoulders down. Hold the breath, spread the back into the floor, squeeze the roll. Squeeze the sit bones, curl tailbone. Exhale, lift head and shoulders, squeeze the roll again. Pull belly down, right hand on the roll, inhale, straddle the legs apart. Exhale, curl pelvis towards the roll. Push the roll back into the pubic bone a little bit to provide a bit of resistance. Pull belly down, inhale, legs together. Head and shoulders down, hold the breath, spread the back into the ground. Choose your foot position. If your legs are straight, exhale, lift head and shoulders off the floor. Squeeze your roll, curl tailbone, pull belly down. This is the last one. Any hand on the roll, inhale, straddle the legs apart. Exhale, curl pelvis towards the roll. Thigh bones, send them away from hips, pull belly down. Inhale, legs together. Head and shoulders down, feet down. Good work. Pop your rolls to one side, but not too far away because you will be needing them today. We're going to come into bridge over a block. So we're going to do bridge over a block, knee to chest, then bridge without a block. Okay, so again, we're feeling for this expansion of the ribcage, heart opening, however you can access that this evening. Sure, have your blocks handy. And then shuffle your heels back towards your feet. I've been doing bridge with my arms up recently because I've got a tweak in my right shoulder, and I find that if my arms are up, for some reason, my upper arm, the deltoid area feels a lot more supported. Spidey, that might not work for you, but you might want to give it a go. Pick the toes up off the floor. Take a big breath in. Balloon it down into the belly. As you exhale, push down through those active feet and then lift pelvis, lower, mid, upper back. Ooh, into bridge pose. Now inhale, tuck the tailbone, grab your block, slide your block underneath your sacrum. Inhaling, spreading the ribs. And exhaling, feeling the block supporting the sacrum. So it's almost like you're relaxing the sacrum into the block, and then just notice what happens when you do that release through the hips. It's almost like either side of the bum kind of wants to drape around the block. Bend right knee to chest. Grab hold of the thigh or the shin with your hands, and then just draw that thigh in towards the chest. Feel for expanding the ribs as you breathe in. And then be aware of that left active foot that is supporting you as you breathe out. Inhaling, push down through the inside edge of the left leg. Exhale, release through right hip. Draw right leg towards you a little bit more. Inhale, relax the neck. Exhale, relax both sides of the shoulders. Now release your right foot. Exhale, pop your foot down. Maybe reset your sacrum. Big breath in, bend left knee to chest. Grab hold of the shin and then draw the knee towards the chest. So really feel into, both of you are really good at feeling your bodies right down to your cell tissue level. So feel into the shape of this pose. Notice the outline of your skin, the edges. And feel into the stretches. Really visualize them. Visualize the support that you've got underneath your right foot. Visualize the opening in your left hip. And then use your breath to really balloon feeling into that area so that you can kind of use that feeling to help tease open those areas. Relax the eye muscles. Forehead, space between the eyebrows, relax them. The jaw and the tongue, let go. And now release the left foot. Pop the left foot down. Maybe reposition the feet a little bit. So I'm tickling the back of my heels with my hands here. Take a big breath in. Lift your pelvises off the blocks. Stay in bridge. Slide the block out from underneath you. Inhale, lift the rib cage up towards the face. Imagine my hands are behind you. And I'm encouraging you to draw the ribs up. Lovely, Jen. That's it, Spidey. As you exhale, send the thighs away from the hips. Tucking the tailbone to lift the pelvis. To come out, you're bringing upper, mid, lower back down as you tuck the tailbone gently. Great work. Roll over onto your sides. Turbo dog or turbo puppy. Turbo dog or turbo puppy. So knees under hips, heels of hands under the shoulders. And move your hands forwards 4 to 6 inches. That's it. Toes are curled under. So you're doing prelude, Spidey, yeah? Dolphin prelude. Is that what you're doing? Yeah, cool. Lovely, Jen. So again, you're feeling for a flattening of the back. Or you can do puppy Spidey, that works too.
Just getting confused is what I'm doing.
Puppy works. Puppy's really good for you. What you can start to play with, Spidey, is you start to straighten the legs, keeping the knees bent. So that will start to help strengthen through the shoulder and the deltoids and the collarbone area. Great wrap of the shoulders, great flattening of the spine of the back, Jen. If feeling for lifting the knees is too much, Spidey, then keep the knees down. Stay with this, both of you. Tweezing upper arms inwards, elbows towards the ground. Hands are flat. You're pushing the hands into the ground. And finish up. Lovely, Spidey. Great, Jen. Very strong there. Super. Now, flash prep. So I don't know how you feel about doing that, Spidey. If you're not doing flash prep, then I want you to do dolphin prelude and then dolphin hands clasped. If you're doing flash prep, we're going to do left forearm down first. Okay. Flash prep, left forearm down first. Because the focus is the ribcage, we're not going to lift the leg. I really, really want you to feel for anchoring down through your strong legs and using the strength of those legs to feel that kind of energizing the ribs to want to open up more. Okay. Spidey, if you're doing dolphin prelude, come into that. If you're not, join us for flash prep. Bless you. So elbows under shoulders, knees under hips. Measure up, hands halfway between shoulders and elbows. Then the left arm, forearm comes down as if you're doing dolphin. And the right hand kind of ignores all those dolphin rules. So you're kind of bringing it back towards the right knee. So my hand, literally, I can run it past the outside edge of my foot. That's where my hand is, outside of my leg. So let right elbow and wrist directly in line with each other. Hug the upper arms in. Inhale, lift through the upper back. So you're wrapping shoulder blade tips towards the armpits. Push down through hands and forearm. Exhale, straighten the legs. So here you're feeling for transferring an equal amount of weight through your right hand and your left forearm. Inhale, lifting up through the tailbone, wrapping shoulder blades strongly. Exhaling, feeling for sending the heels of the feet down towards the ground. 2 more breaths in your own breath count, both of you. Tweeze your right arms in more, both of you. Right elbow, that's it. And when you've done your 2 breaths, come down with changing sides. That's good, Spidey. It's a good variation, that.
was being
Works
real.
well that way. Wrapping up. Yeah, wrapping up that too. Wrapping hands around upper arms. Right forearm comes down this time. Again, left hand ignores all dolphin rules. So the left hand kind of comes back towards the left knee. So my hand is, outside of my left knee. Hug the upper arm in. Wrist and elbow in line with each other. Relax the head down. As you exhale, you're straightening the legs. 4 breaths here. Nice, Spidey. That's great. Lovely, Jen. Lifting up through the tail. Ah, yeah, good shift. Excellent. So lifting up through right side ribs, a fraction more, Spidey. That's it, just a little bit, that's it. When you've done your 4 breaths, you bring the knees down and you are coming to standing. Good job. Lovely, Jen. Awesome. And then coming to standing, we're coming to suns. I'm going to talk you through 2, and then you're on your own. You could almost talk each other through 2, actually. Call and response. So, standing at the front of your mats, take a big breath in. Inhale, reach the arms skywards. Exhale, forward bend. Lunge. Inhale, left foot back. Reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank, squeeze the legs towards each other. Knees down, lower all the way down. Low cobra, elbows under shoulders. Great, Jen. Lovely, Spidey. Lifting the elbows 3 inches off the floor, dragging the chest forward on exhale. Pushing it down dog. Lunge, inhale, left foot forwards, back knee down. Exhale, hands down, step forward into full bend. Inhale, push the floor away, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, reach arms skywards, focus on chest. Exhale, full bend. Lunge, inhale, right foot back, knee down, reach the arms skywards, lift ribs. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank. Squeeze the legs together, knees down, lower down. Low cobra. Exhale, drag chest forward. Lunge, inhale, right foot forwards. Exhale, hands down, step forward into full bend. Push the floor away, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. You keep going on your own, whatever speed you want to work with. Spidey, you really feel how this kind of movement helps decongest your chest. You will cough, but I'm hoping that that cough is one of starting to decongest. I think when I had COVID after I started, or when I started to redo suns and revisit backbends, so much stuff was shifting in my lungs and ribs. Like I could almost feel those nuggets in between my ribs. So work gently, Spidey. Lovely there, Jen. Great down dog. Nice lift in the ribs, Spidey. Lovely. Both of you feeling for breathing with ease. Expanding the ribs. When you think you can't expand them or widen them anymore, feel for that little bit more expansion. A little bit more breath. Great active feet going on there, Jen. Nice in the elbows and shoulders, Spidey. That's it. Lovely. Be gentle when you come into those cobras. Make this the last round that you're on. Lovely. Grab your roller mat. We're going to do another round of suns. You are both on the same foot, so we're going to step back with the right foot. Starting with a standing back bend. So the roll comes right up as close to the pubic bone as you can get. This is comfy. Just be careful with the block, Spidey. And then, if it's not too tweaky on the shoulder, you're bringing the hands behind you, thumbs either side of the sacrum. Hands are kind of around the top of the hips, so you're putting a bit of pressure on the hips to help you lift up. Squeeze your roll, activate your feet, send your sit bones down, use your hands to help tuck the tailbone down. As you breathe in, you're lifting the ribs up, tweezing elbows towards each other. As you breathe out, you're coming into a small back bend. The head stays, or the chin stays level with the ground. But you're leaning back slightly, using the heels of your hands to push down on the top of the bum. Thumbs either side of the sacrum, maybe even massaging that area slightly. Tweezing elbows towards each other. Expanding the ribs, feeling that success, that expansion as you lift the ribs. Widening the rib cage as you breathe in. As you exhale, tuck tailbone down. Inhale, bring the torso up. Move your roll, come into a forward bend. Now inhale, step your left foot back. For lunge, grabbing the back foot with both hands. Early days, I hear you say. That's why we did these abs. Okay, Spidey. Keep coughing. Make sure you keep shifting that stuff. So lunge, back bend, grabbing the back ankle with both hands. You're sinking forwards, bending the left knee or right knee, whichever one we step back with, whichever foot you step back with. You're grabbing hold of that ankle. That's it. With both hands. And you're pressing foot into hand gently. And you're coming into a back bend here. Already. Broadening the collarbones. Squeezing shoulder blades towards each other. It's lovely, Jen. Great, Spidey. Really good through the collarbone. Both of you, really good. Great through the deltoids as well there, Jen. Release your back foot. Coming into lounge lunge. So lounge lunge now. Hugging your front leg in. Reaching back with the back leg. Big breath in. Send the quad of the back leg and the torso towards the ground. So shoulder and ear are probably going to meet the front arm. As you exhale, twist towards the leg that you are hugging. So you're feeling for letting the tension go, particularly in the waist and the belly and the left side ribs, so that as you exhale, you're sinking a little bit deeper. You're stretching open that area, widening that area. Actively reaching back with the back foot. Inhale. Slowly unwind. Step back onto the knees. Grab your rolled up mat. Cobra over the roll. So we're staying up These aren't press-ups or preludes. We're staying up in this one. So laying down over the roll, maybe making friends with the roll just a little bit, taking a couple of breaths here. Just let your belly and your intestines get used to that roll. We haven't really done this in a little while. Hands underneath the shoulders, elbows are pointing skywards. Big breath in, tuck tailbone round over the roll, squeeze the legs towards each other. Inhale, lift up into a cobra over that roll. You're staying up. Inhale, ribs forwards and up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift up through the front of the ribs. Exhale, tuck tailbone. And the next exhale, lower the way down, dragging the chest forward to come down. Good job. Push onto the knees. Move your roll, come into down dog. Inhale, stepping your right foot forward for lunge back bend, grabbing back ankle with both hands. Or the other foot, whichever foot you didn't have forward first. So slightly, I think, yeah. The left foot forwards, isn't it? Forgive me. Left foot forwards, yeah. Grabbing hold of the back ankle with both hands. Pressing. So don't push too hard. It's still, there's a deep back bend, but we don't want to come into the nth degree of it. So here, it's about widening the ribs, sideways and up and forwards. That's where we're going with this one. Maybe tweezing shoulder blades towards each other. Maybe sinking down, feeling the strength of your legs. Release the back foot. Lounge lunge. Hug left leg into the side of the body. Right hand under the shoulder, move it forward out to the side. Sink your right thigh down before you even do any twisting. So imagine my hands gently pressing on your sacrum. And you're gently pressing that thigh down. Once you've got that juicy stretch there, with as much of the top of the thigh facing the ground as you can, then twist the torso towards the front leg, feeling for keeping the integrity of the top of the thigh facing towards the ground. Makes lounge lunge a very different animal when you work it that way. And that's where this uncoupling starts to come into play. As we start to bring one angle to one part of the body, and we twist open another part of the body. Inhale, release. Bring both hands down, step forward into forward bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Good job, both of you. Have a little drink if you've got one. We're coming into a little bit of a B series. So the first standing pose is going to be warrior one with the knuckles on the sacrum, tweezing the elbows back. Then we'll come into easy twisting warrior with the back foot lifted. So we'll be on the ball of the foot for that one. And then we're going to do twisting lunge. So that's our little sequence for our first vignette. So let's do a chair twist though. Grab your blocks. Start with a little twist through the spine. Put your blocks in between your thighs, close to the pubic bone, but not at your pubic bone.
Oh no, hang on. Battery issues. Sorry. Oh, we're doing block,
Not apologise.
block.
That's it. So block between the thighs, not at the pubic bone, so probably an inch between pubic bone and block. Hands to chest. Inhale, reach arms skywards. Bend the knees, come into chair pose. Now big breath in, left elbow over right thigh, make a fist, right hand on top of left fist. Twisting chair. I've got quite a fascination with this at the moment, so I think we'll probably be doing it a lot. Inhale, release the twist, come into a forward bend. Exhale all the air out, and then inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen through the spine again to straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, come into chair. Squeeze the block. Inhale, right elbow over left thigh, make a fist. Left hand on top of right fist for twisting chair. Now release, bring both hands down. Grab hold of your block with one hand, coming into this forward bend. Big breath in, scoop the chest open, lengthen the spine. Lovely, both of you. Feel how good that feels. Exhale, step back into plank. And do your version of chaturanga here. Good. Pushing into down dog, and then inhale, left foot forwards for warrior one with knuckles on the sacrum. Now, so warrior one. So you're making fists, and it's that flat part between knuckle and middle bit of the finger that's going to be on the sacrum. That's it. You're tweezing elbows towards each other, pressing knuckles down either side of the sacrum, on top of the bum. And just like we did before, you're kind of tucking the tailbone down. It's a small back bend. So inhale, tweeze the elbows towards each other to widen the ribs. Exhale, squeeze sit bones, engage the glutes. Quads, draw them up towards the thighs, supporting kneecaps. Feel how much more strength your legs have when you activate those quads in that way. Inhale, broaden the collarbone. Exhale, tweeze elbows a little bit more. Press knuckles into sacrum. Inhale, release. Easy twisting warrior with the back foot up. This could also be kind of lunge, toes curled under, easy twisting warrior. So you could bring the hands down, maybe widen your lunge a little bit. Then you're bringing the right hand down to the ground, straightening your right leg, leaning over towards the right hand, and then reaching up with the left arm. So it's a little bit, it's more lunge, toes curled under, a little bit higher than that, but it's not as high as a warrior one. Relaxing the right ear towards the right shoulder. And you're really feeling for opening up that left side body. So allowing the head to open you up. That's it, Spidey, perfect. Lovely, Jen. Lovely in the next Spidey. Yes, perfect. Both of you release, bring both hands down. Twisting lunge. Bring the back knee down. Reset the legs so that they're at 90 degrees. Either pushing through the shin of the back leg or curling the toes under. Make a fist with the right hand. Right elbow comes over the left thigh. Left hand on top of right fist. Twisting the torso open. So you're really feeling for lengthening the right side ribs forwards. That's it, Jen. And then as you exhale, twisting towards the right, using the back of the thigh and the back of the upper arm as a little bit of leverage towards each other. Ha ha, yes. Inhale, release. Bring both hands down. Step back into plank. Do a little chaturanga. And once you're in down dog, you're then stepping the right foot forwards for warrior one with the knuckles on the sacrum. So making fists, flat part of the knuckles there, either side of the sacrum. Inhaling, lifting the ribs up, collarbone up. As you exhale, tweeze the elbows back gently, pressing knuckles into sacrum, tucking the tailbone down. Broadening through collarbone, through ribs. Squeeze elbows towards each other. That's it. Inhaling, bringing the torso back up. Bringing both hands down. Easy twisting lunge come warrior. So maybe make your lunge a little bit wider. Curl the back toes under. Left hand on the ground. Maybe a little bit wider than shoulder distance. Straighten the back leg. Reach that back heel back. Push down through the front foot and then right arm reaches up and you're twisting that torso open. Relaxing. Left ear to left, so both ears a great twist open. Actively engaging that back leg, reaching that heel backwards. Inhale, release, bring both hands down. Twisting lunge. Right knee down. No, left knee now, left knee down. Reset the feet. And then inhale, left elbow over right thigh. Make a fist, right hand on top of left fist. Relaxing left ear to left shoulder. Feeling into the shape of this pose, feeling into the back of your rib cage, expanding the back ribs open, wide. Inhale, release, bring both hands down. Step back into plank, bring the knees down. Boat with a block and shoulder shrugs. So grab your blocks, put your blocks between your ankles. No roll needed here, Spinal. Laying down on your bellies and tweezing the ankles onto the blocks. So shoulder shrugs, you're bringing your arms into a goalposty position. Squeeze ankles onto block, tuck tailbone down. Inhale, lift the head, chest, hands, arms, feet, block. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades a little bit more. Inhale, reach the arms forward gently to open through the upper back. Exhale, squeeze shoulders, shoulder blade, elbows, elbow tips towards each other. Inhale, broaden the upper back. Don't reach, stop there, Spidey. That's it. You don't want to reach too far forward. Exhale, squeeze shoulders, shoulder blade tips, elbow tips towards each other. One more. Inhale, broaden the upper back. Exhale, squeeze elbows, shoulder blade tips towards each other. Inhale, block down, hands down. Good job. Push back into downward facing dog. Lunge, back bend with a brain cradle. So inhale, step your left foot forwards for lunge. Bring your back knee down. It's a wide lunge. So again, either you can have the front heel underneath the knee or I've been enjoying these lunges by sinking down quite low, so my front knee comes over my foot, so it gets this area really nice and low. With brain cradle, so as long as it's not too tweaky on the shoulders, you clasp your hands behind your head, and then you're sinking forward in this lunge, but you're cradling the brain back. So it's a very juicy back bend, really engaging that right butt muscle. That's lovely, both of you. So you're feeling for a really juicy opening through the right hip flexor, as well as heart opening in the ribs. Ah, that was a good shift, Jen. That's it, Spidey. Relax the eye muscles. Keep the eyes open because we might lose balance, but just let go in the muscles. Inhale, release. Coming into twisting lunge interlock. If interlock doesn't work, then you're doing extended twisting warrior. If your shoulder is sore doing this, okay? So twisting lunge interlock, you reset the feet. Slide the right arm to the outside of the left leg. So Spidey, if this is already tweaking the shoulder, then maybe grab a block to the outside of the left foot and then just put the hand on here, pushing arm and leg towards each other, and then keep the other hand on the sacrum, twisting open that way. Okay, if it's not sore, reach the hand through the gap, help the hand through the gap, and then reach behind and clasp. With me personally, that tweaks my shoulder. So lovely, good Jen, great Spidey. Little back bends and little twists. Inhale, release, bring both hands down. Grab your rolled up mats. Bow over the roll, one arm, one leg. Laying down over your rolls. It's funny how some days my belly like really grips against this. I can feel it in my jaw. It's just like, nah, doesn't want to go. And the more you encourage your belly to let go, the more it tenses against the roll. And other days it's like, yeah, come on, bring it on. It's not one of those days today. So come up on your forearms. Curl your toes under. Bend your right leg. Left hand is like in a half dolphin position, and you lift up with that elbow. Right hand reaches back to grab the ankle. Flex the foot, half bow. One arm, one leg.
Knee on the floor.
Knee on the floor, yes. Diligently pressing knee into floor. So my left leg, I find I get more activation and more support in my lower back if my toes are curled under. The knee is on the floor, but I am reaching back with my heel. And I'm pushing into the floor with that left hand. My chest, I'm sending up and forwards. Yeah, good lift, Spidey. Release the right foot. Come back on the forearms. The right forearm faces forward. Bend the left leg. Lift up the right elbow. So you're probably straightening through that arm. Reach back with the left hand. Left foot flexes, pushing the right hand into the ground to lift the chest. Tucking tailbone down, pressing the belly into the roll. Again, my right toes are curled under here. Really squeeze the sit bones to support the lower back. Notice when you actually squeeze them, if you've been forgetting to squeeze them, what a difference that makes. Inhale, lift the ribs up and forwards, collarbone, broaden it. Exhaling, release the foot, come down. Good work, both of you. Push onto the knees, come into down dog, move your roll. Push onto the knees, move roll, come into down dog. And then inhale, step your right foot forwards for lunge with a brain cradle. We're almost there. So sinking into your lunge, squeezing sit bones towards each other. Really engaging these legs. Clasping hands behind the head. pushing the floor away with the legs to help lift the ribs away from the waist. As you exhale, you're coming into a back bend. Lifting up through collarbone, front ribs, elbows, armpits. Exhaling, pushing the floor away with both feet. Top of the back foot, maybe the back foot, the toes are curled under. That's good in both sides of the ribs, Spidey. Yeah, lovely, Jen. Both sides of the ribs, equally lifting from waist. Really good. Both of you inhale, release. Reset your lunges. Twisting lunge, interlock. So this time, left arm slides to the outside of the right leg. So if that shoulder is really sore, Spidey, bring the left hand down. Okay. Be really gentle. Opening through right collarbone. Great. Opening up through right side ribs, chest, right side waist. Relaxing left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, release. Bring both hands down, step onto the knees. You can either repeat bow over the roll, one arm, one leg, or bow over the roll, both arms, both feet. You can choose. So the trick with not kind of rolling around when you're doing this, because sometimes I see like people grab both feet and then like face plant down and then really struggle to bring themselves up, is you come into it the way we did it with half bow. So you really support yourself. So you're up on the forearms. You push up as if you're doing a cobra. You bend one leg, you grab the foot, you're already up and halfway. Then you grab the other foot, you really engage the belly so you're not rocking forwards, already pushing foot and hand towards each other. Then you reach back with the other one. Because otherwise, as soon as you let go, you face plant and then you're struggling to bring yourself back up again. So give yourself a good starting block. Come up on the forearms and then onto the hands already. Good job there, Jen. That's it, lovely. Or you do one arm, one leg. Relax the throat. Press feet into hands. That's it, Jen. Three more breaths there, Jen. And then you're coming down. Up to 3 more breaths. This is good, Spidey. When you're down, you're just relaxing the belly over the roll, Jen. That's it, Spidey. Keep pressing feet into hands into feet. Don't push too hard so that we don't put run too much tension, pulley tension through the shoulder. Well done, Jen. Spidey release. Both of you, a couple of breaths over that roll. And you're pushing onto the knees. Straightening the legs. Downward facing dog, walking hands to feet, feet to hands. Coming to a forward bend with neck traction. Or without neck traction. You can choose it. You can bring your sit bones to the wall. You could bring your back to the wall and rugby tackle the wall down if you wanted to. So you can choose it. Good job. Release neck traction, Spidey. Curl your way up, Jen. Step away from the wall and curl your way up. Well done, you two. Slightly different format today. We are unwinding. Cobra press-ups with the roll between your thighs. Lay on your bellies. 4 of these. You can choose your arm position. Squeezing the roll, tucking the tailbone, lifting up into Cobra. And then as you exhale, you're dragging the chest forward to come down. You're doing 4 of them, and then you're coming back into a seated position. I'm just going to go to the loop. Good job. And finishing up and making your way into a seated position. We're straightening out our left leg. Bringing the right foot towards the groin. Then come into a forward bend this way. We're going to do 2 Uddiyana here. That's it. So foot is towards the groin on the floor. Left leg is straight. Both hands either side of the straight leg. 2 Uddiyana, pressing foot and thigh towards each other. Big inhale. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Pull belly in and up. Traction the spine forwards. Release the belly, inhale. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Pull belly in and up. Hold Uddiyana, tractioning the spine forwards. Release the belly, inhale. Walk the hands up. Repositioning this foot. With your block, put it to the outside of your left leg. Just kind of where the knee is, but your foot's going to go above the knee. And then you're going to bring your foot over the leg, resting your ankle on the block. So it looks like this. So it's like a half shoelace, but not quite. And so your foot is resting on the block. And then we're going to come into a forward bend on this side now. With this leg position change, rather, foot position change. So activating that foot, it's going to feel slightly different. The knee might get in the way, so you might need to reposition your hand a little bit. So feeling into where you can feel that in the lower back now. So you're coming into a forward bend with this ankle on the block, just above the knee. Big breath in. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Tuck the chin in, pull belly in and up. Tractioning the spine forwards. Release belly, inhale. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Pull belly in and up, traction the spine forwards. Release the belly, inhale. Walk the hands up. With your left shin on top. No, right shin on top. Right shin on top, come into full shoelace. And then come into a forward bend. Over shoelace. Anchoring down through both sit bones. 1 Uddiyana here. Inhaling into the lower back. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Pull belly in and up, traction the spine forwards. Release the belly, inhale, walk the hands up. Cradle the head. Re-straighten the left leg. Bring your right leg into half lotus. Half lotus, shin bound, spinal twist. Left hand wraps behind you. Grab hold of waistband, thigh, maybe the shin. This is a side bend, not a forward bend. Right hand to the outside of the left shin, calf. Relax right ear to right shoulder. You are twisting towards the left, not forward bending. It's lovely, both of you. Inhale, release. Good work. Let's do the other side. Straighten your right leg. Bring left foot on the floor towards the groin. Forward bend over that right leg.
I like this series. This is cool.
Reaching that right leg away from the hip. It's a really different way of unwinding, but it feels so good, I think. Breathing into the lower back, sharply exhaling through the mouth. Tuck the chin down, pull belly in and up. Hold Uddiyana. Traction the spine forwards using the hands. This is about creating length through each vertebra. Release belly, inhale. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Pull the belly in and up. Hold Uddiyana. Release the belly, inhale, walk the hands up. Put your block to the outside of the right knee. A little bit higher up really, so the edge of my block is kind of in line with the middle of my knee, the bottom edge of my block. Then bring your left foot, but my block is also touching my thigh. And then bring your left foot over the right thigh. Flex the foot towards the shin, so almost like a half shoelace forward bend. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, come into a forward bend. We'll do 2 Uddiyana here again. So it's almost like you're feeling for, you're slightly arcing the spine. You're kind of pressing the spine forwards. It's not really it is a forward bend, but it isn't. You're kind of moving the belly forwards, the ribs forwards. Take a big breath in. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Tuck the chin down, pull belly in and up. Hands, use them to traction the spine forwards. You're sending the bum back and the heel of the right foot forwards. It's that sort of energy. Release the belly, inhale. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Pull belly in and up. Hold it, hold it. Release the belly, inhale, walk the hands up. We're just going to change the sequence here to see what works better for you. So if you revisit this video, you know you could do it a different way. Bring your foot into half lotus, move your block. Half lotus, shin bound, spinal twist. So we'll do the twist before we do the last forward bend. Right hand reaches behind you to grab the thigh or waistband. Shin. Again, it's a side bend and a twist, not a forward bend. Left hand to the outside on the floor probably of that leg, right leg. Relaxing left ear to left shoulder, twisting the spine towards the right. Yeah, good, both of you. Inhale, release, come back to center. Coming into a full shoelace, forward bend. Left shin on top. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Anchor down through the sit bones. Exhale, forward bend. We're doing one long Uddiyana here. Breathing into the lower back. Sharply exhaling through the mouth. Tucking the chin in, pulling the belly in and up. Holding Uddiyana. Inhale, release the belly, walk the hands up, cradle the head, push the head up. Good job. We are coming into Shavasana. Now, something that's really nice to do in Shavasana, you don't have to do it like this, but just I'm giving you an option, is if you've got a blanket that's kind of like this shape or this size when it's folded up, if you roll it up, it needs to be a blanket though, because a rolled up mat is a bit too hard. So you roll up your blanket, and this allows you, it allows like the front of the wings at the front, if you like, to kind of ease open in Shavasana. You basically do your Shavasana laying over the roll, but your head must be supported on the blanket. So you need to lie on your roll. So the roll tends to be across the upper back really, so that your head is absolutely supported by the blanket. So you could do Shavasana like this. It just kind of allows the shoulders and the collarbones to kind of drape around the blanket. So my bum's on the floor. The blanket's probably mid to upper back really for me. In actual fact, upper back might feel better. So if you have it in between the shoulder blades, if you wanted to do that. But it's just an option. You don't need to do that. Setting up for Shavasana. So once you have settled into your shapes, exhale and let the rib cage settle. And as you slide into final relaxation pose, take a moment to call up a time of successful connection where you felt that you opened your heart to a person, a place, a thing. And then amp up the energy in your ribcage. And then with your next exhale, let that go and settle into final relaxation, knowing that you are capable. Shavasana, final relaxation pose. And slowly, slowly start to deepen your breath. Kiss your hands and your feet. Maybe bend one leg and then the other. And give yourselves 3 more deeply nourishing breaths. Feel into what you need before you roll over and help yourselves back into a seated position. Your neck is the very last thing to come up. Great job, both of you. Bringing your hands together in a way that honors you both. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe feel into your heart. Feel into your rib cage. As you breathe in, feel your rib cage widening under your hand. Feel your heart opening. My dearest Spidey and my dearest Ginger, thank you both so much for coming to class this Thursday evening. Namaste, sending you both so much love. Great work, both of you.